No, he didn't go to New York. Just Linda did, and I'm worried about her.
Oh, oh, wow, yeah, I didn't
It was
write
rain,
that
all
one.
that rain, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if she had to drive through it or
Gee,
if they were packing when we were over there last Saturday. They're packing a van.
You could argue that there are more things to worry about in New York than rain.
The meeting,
Well, not that kind of rain, though. I mean, people drowned in their basements.
the meeting is now streaming live
all
on
right.
Facebook.
Hello,
Serious.
Facebook world. This is the Dallas Songwriters Association monthly meeting via Zoom. Uh, we used to do this live at Half Price Books, but we're a Zoom community these days. We may get back live one of these days, but for right now,
Well,
we're zooming to you live in your home.
I'll just say that I was up at Half Price Books last week,
Yeah.
and their community room is not open. They're not using it, obviously, because they have all of their meeting tables. You know how they used to have those meeting tables around with chairs where you could sit around in different parts of the store? There are no tables and chairs to sit around in the store anymore.
I'm not surprised about
They're
that.
all in that meeting room, stacked on top of each other and everything.
Oh, boy.
So you can't even get in the meeting room hardly.
Well, so we'll be zooming for a while, but just want to let everybody know there's, DSA events still in progress and will ongoing, mostly on Zoom. We have this monthly meeting on the first Thursday of every month. Then on Wednesdays, every Wednesday we're having a weekly open mic hosted by our own Harry Hewlett, and that's from 7 to 9 p.m. And anybody's welcome to jump on there and sing their original songs. And Harry will post on Facebook the meeting ID number to get on Zoom. And then on Saturdays from 12 to 2 p.m. we have a DSA Global Spotlight, again hosted by Harry Hewlett. And this generally is people from all over that can get on Zoom and don't have to be here in Dallas to participate and sing their original songs. We've had people from England and the Northeast and the Southwest and everywhere. So that's
Get
all.
Jamey. We should get Jamey to come and be on one of our Saturday
We're,
showcases.
we're gonna get him to do that. I was telling him a while ago. We got a really good show lined up for this
That'd be
Saturday.
fun.
Saturday we got Kat McGee, and we got Ian Dixon, and we got Rachel Owen. She's that gal from Nashville that sings so well. And then we got Alan Rohde.
Didn't we have a young lady from India last night at our open mic?
Yeah, we were doing our open mic, and I saw this name as this gal. Her name was what was it? So I forget what her name was.
Yankee or something like that.
Yeah. Anyway,
It wasn't Milani Shaw, huh?
No. She was actually from India. It was 6:30 in the morning over there,
Oh,
and she came on and she sang a couple of songs for us. Very personable. She had a great voice. And she seemed to be enjoying it. I don't know what motivated. Oh no, what it was. She was looking at that thing you send out. The what do you call the meeting thing that you send out? Meetup.
The blog spot?
oh, she was off a meetup.
Meetup.
Meetup. Okay.
She's
How about
and
that?
she's been watching a lot of the things that we do, and she decided she would just be part of it. So
She had good knowledge of geography too. She knew she was in the northern hemisphere.
yeah, I asked her a stupid question. I asked her if they had the same seasons that we did, and she laughed. Everybody laughed at me. As a matter of fact, I'm just a ignorant country boy.
You are not, Harry.
Yeah, I am.
That's his excuse.
Well, you can't know everything.
You can't know everything. Okay, here's Joe Perfume. Joe's gonna be. Joe's out
All
in
right.
West
we've
Texas.
got some That's
Oh,
great.
here's Joe Milton too. Joe's here.
Who's
Hey, Joe.
admin? Is that Joe Milton?
That's Joe Milton.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's Joe
admin.
Milton.
That's Joe Milton.
Hey, Joe Milton.
Hey, Joe.
Yeah.
How's Linda?
Well,
Oh my gosh.
What happened? I mean, is she okay?
Why do you think there's something wrong?
Well, because they're having floods and she's headed to New York.
Well, they did. Washington Heights didn't flood. They got there 2 hours before the rain hit.
Uh,
Stuff in the apartment and just sat it out.
oh, well, good.
Now she's on her way to Virginia.
I heard on the news tonight people were dying in their basements there. They were drowning.
That was more in,
Drowning,
that was
yeah.
more in Pennsylvania.
No, it was in New York City too, Manhattan. They were drowning in their basements.
Yeah, well, no, they're fine. New York's a
Good.
big place.
Good news.
Yeah, I agree.
Very good news.
Hell of a week to head to New York, though.
Well, they'll have some memories of
That's
some
the
sort, some kind.
So we all interrupted you, Michael. You were
Well,
talking
I've
about
just-
our calendar, and we
Yeah,
got
our
a big
calendar.
event coming up next weekend.
But
Well,
Jeff-
I want to talk about that too, but I want to mention the third Friday of the month is songwriters round at Porta di Roma with Ricky Jean Wright, and he gets a couple other DSA members to accompany him, and they swap songs, and it's a great place to eat too. They're in Richardson. So, and that's a live event. So,
Yeah, we've been going, and that's great. Great. I love the food there.
the coldest beer and the best margarita pizza in Dallas.
Yeah,
Yeah.
great
Yeah.
atmosphere too.
great place, Porta di Roma.
Darcy, you can get down.
Porta di Roma.
I'm not trying to be a pain in
And
the ass.
then on Love and War in Plano, we have a spotlight
And I got a dog.
Open mic.
Shotgun.
on the
Come on.
fourth Thursday of every month, and that's a bring your own mic night. So bring your own mic, and you can sing songs. And that's been very popular here lately. We've had some good crowds and good open mic singers.
We did, but last time it was just about only us. It was a pretty warm evening, and I think
Yeah.
people were thinking it was going to be pretty hot, but it wasn't too bad, really.
Well, I was actually thinking about it, but then I thought I don't want to go and sweat.
It
Since
really
it's
wasn't
outside.
that bad. I was surprised.
So I'm waiting for it to cool off a little bit more. And then, but next weekend is a big weekend for us. The Deep Ellum Arts Festival in Dallas. They block off Deep Ellum and Main Street, or is it just Deep Ellum? Just Deep Ellum they block off. Anyway,
That's great.
They block off Main Street for what, 4 blocks or something like that, or
yeah.
5
But
blocks.
anyway, and so there's all kinds of art exhibits and music, and Dallas Songwriters has 2 stages, and we're playing all weekend, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. We have how many people in total? About 50 or 60 people.
Oh, I don't. We don't have that many people. We got that many spots, but not people.
That many spots. Well, it's still about 30 or 40 people.
I'd say, yeah, maybe 30.
Yeah. So there's a lot of people. A lot of people playing, and be a lot of fun. Live music in downtown Dallas. So
You know where the fun spot's going to be?
where's that?
Over at Sons of Herman Hall, where we're keeping our guitars, because the bar is right across the hall, and Bobby has an open bar going to get people to come over there and
Well, yeah.
No, he
and look
doesn't.
after. He's looking for volunteers, to guard the guitar cases and guitars over there.
That's
and
right.
I made the suggestion, and he took it, and he's got an open tab there at the bar, so all you got to do is go there and guard a guitar and drink a beer. That's going to be the spot.
I think you have to sign up for a time, though, don't you, Bobby?
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, but they're going to work that system. They're going to work that system, Bob. You know they will.
And that's with Michael's approval, that tab.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea. Now, I would hope people don't go crazy and go get stumbling and everything like that and take advantage, but I don't think so. We're not that kind of.
Well, maybe not.
But anyway, we'll see.
It frees up everyone to tour the festival and knowing that their instrument is protected in a secure location. Because they sure don't want to carry it and leave it in their car, and you can't wag it around on the fairgrounds while you're touring. So it's a good deal, and Bobby Wilbanks was kind enough to arrange that for us.
Sure. And then we also have this month, September 23rd, the Don Ashley Memorial at Leavenworth. It's taking the place of a regular fourth Thursday spot, but we're going to have a memorial for Don Ashley, who is a longtime DSA supporter, and so we want to honor him, and we'll have people. I guess Barbie's going to kind of get something going there, and we'll have people playing, and we'll have some fun.
Well, it'll be an open mic. Bring your own open mic. Just
It'll
we're
be an
not
open
going to
mic.
change the format. Yeah.
But we'll be honoring
When
Don.
is that?
Fourth Thursday.
Fourth Thursday.
Fourth Thursday.
At Love and War still?
11.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's what's coming up, and so we've got always a lot of fun things going on, and good speakers at our meetings. And that being said, I'd like to introduce our speaker for this month, Mr. Jamey Shannon.
Okay.
Jamey lives in Fort Walton Beach, Florida, and he holds degrees from Mississippi State University, Southwestern Baptist Theological Seminary, and the University of Southern Mississippi. Wow. And he's
Studied
a
in Dallas.
at Berkeley School of Music in Boston. And he's currently a music professor at Mississippi Delta Community College, where he teaches music theory, commercial music theory, songwriting, surveying of popular music, music appreciation, and private studio guitar, bass, and voice lessons. Wow, he's a busy guy. And he began his songwriting career with the release of a CD that he put out called Something I've Got to Say. And he's got some original songs that are scheduled to be released that he's done with Steve Azar, who's a prominent musician in Nashville and Mississippi's music ambassador. So anyway, without further ado, I'd like to introduce Mr. Jamey Shannon. Hello,
Hey,
Jamey.
thanks, guys. Hey, and thanks for having me. Great introduction. I appreciate that. Thanks a bunch, and I appreciate you guys letting me be a part of this tonight. It's a lot of fun. I've been watching all your virtual things since so glad to be here tonight. I'm going to set this up a little bit, and then we're going to pull some real charts. These charts I'm going to pull up in a little while are not something that somebody made up after the fact, but they were actually the original charts that were used to record these songs. So they're pretty interesting to look at, just in that fact. They're common songs that everybody's going to know, and you're going to go, oh, wow, that's the charts they used to record this way back when or whatever, which is kind of fun. The reason people do this is called commercial music theory officially, but everybody in the business just calls it national number system. That's kind of what we do. That's our shorthand for it. You say, why do we even mess with this? Well, if you ever have a chance where there's a house band as a songwriter, and you've got your songs in this format, pull them out, give them to the house band. Professional musicians they'll play it first time. It'll be a lot of fun. And then, like all of us, we have dreams of getting something cut. I'd love to get some cuts one day, and this is how you do it. Anywhere from a scratch cut, just for you, so that you can evaluate, you can show it to your friends, you can show it to everybody as Dallas songwriters and see what they think, all the way to the point to where you get this song that you think maybe this one might go somewhere. Maybe this is the one. And at that point, you're going to, of course, you want a professional demo done with professional band, professional singer, and you're for sure going to want it in this format. So that's kind of the background. Let me just run through. I'm sure some of you are real familiar with this, and I'm going to be way below you here. You're going to be way past where I am, but I'm going to kind of start at square one just to do that. And then at this point, I'm going to pull up some charts, and that's where it's going to be fun. I'll just kind of show you what they are and what they do, and I'll try to answer any questions you have, and we'll just have a good time. If you got questions, just let me know. Let me pull up my guitar here, and first just go through just how this thing works. There's nothing to it. Every chord has a number. They're 1 through 7 in a key of all your chords that are what we call diatonic to the key. I'll use C because it's easy. No sharps and flats. Your 1 is going to be a C, going to be a major most of the time. Your 2 is going to be a D minor. Your 3 is going to be an E minor most of the time. Your 4 is going to be an F. Your 5 is going to be a G. Your 6 is going to be an A minor. Your 7, which you hardly ever see, ever see, is going to be a diminished, a B diminished chord. Usually when you see it in practice, it's flattened. It's flattened and it's a major, and there's a lot of theory behind that you don't want me to go into. It's got to do with a 5, and that kind of stuff. But if we do it right, it's a diminished chord, which leads you right back, revolves right back into the 1. So that's kind of how the system works. That's the basic format of it. And it's not based on a key. And the reason it's not based on the key is we change keys all the time. You got a song that you think it's going to go. You got a professional guy that's going to come in and record this and sing it for you. He is probably not going to sing it in the key you sang it in. All right, they're going to move it. So they don't want a chart with a bunch of words and chords written over the top of them. That they're probably not going to do that key. Even when you record it, a lot of times the engineer or the producer in there is going to say, hey, try from me a half step higher. Let's see what that does to the energy level. Or you got this really cool ballad in 6, and he goes, man, that's really warm and pretty well. Take it down a step and warm up the voice. Let's see what happens. And you just play around with stuff like that. And this number system makes it where those key changes are so simple. You just change the 1 chord and play the whole system all the way through. So, Harry, I'm gonna quit talking, and we're gonna get to it. I'm gonna try to pull up a chart. There we go. Have you got it?
Yeah, you're co-hosted now. It ought to work.
You see a chart? We got the chart?
Nope, don't see a chart yet.
No chart yet.
Are you sharing?
Have to share your
computer?
screen.
Sharing screen.
Hang on. Let me find
Go to the bottom of that
Go.
and do share screen. It's
Yeah.
probably green. Probably a green button at the bottom of the Zoom application where you see our pictures.
Now let's see if we can pull it up. All right, how about now?
No. When you do share screen, you have options, and one of them is desktop, and that's the one you want to pick. But then you also, if you're going to play any music on it, you want to pick the sound audio at the bottom left-hand corner. There'll be audio and video. If you're going to show any video or audio, you want to pick those 2 buttons too, as well as share the desktop.
Okay. We did this when we actually practiced on Wednesday, and it came right up.
Well, that's all right. You might
That's okay.
stop if you're sharing your screen and it didn't work. Just do stop share, and there we go. We got your desktop now. Now we can see it.
You can see it? All right.
Yeah.
We pulled
That's
it off. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. This is Johnny Be Good. It's Chuck Berry. It's in let's look at the big picture first.
Michael
It's
plays
in-
that one all the time.
It is. Now this is the original chart we used. It is it's in the key of B flat. And you look at the big picture first. All right, we're in the key of B flat, and then you look at the form. We got an intro, we got a verse, we got a chorus, we got a verse, we got a chorus, and then we got 2 solos. We got a solo 1 and a solo 2 up at the top of the page, and then a verse and a chorus, and then we're out. Now, another good thing about this is when you put it in this form, it makes you decide on your form. Sometimes as songwriters, I do it all the time. I'll go all over the place. I'll change the form on the fly, live. But when you put it in this form, it kind of locks you into, this is what my song's going to be. It's what it's going to be. It's how it's going to come out. It's what it is. All right. Let's look. We're in the key of B flat. So our one chord is going to be B flat. We start off with a 1. You see in the intro the X over the third chord?
Yeah.
That means you play that chord and you don't play it the whole measure. Each number represents a measure. Now, when I pull up the next one, I'm going to show you how to do 2 or 3 chords in the same measure. But in this one, I started with it because it's basic 3-chord song. This one, every number is a measure. All right, so if I'm going to do this, I go 1, 1, and bump, 2, 3, 4, da 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 da. Now I'm on the 4 chord. Now I'm on the second line, the 1 chord. Now I'm on the 5, 4, and 1. And now I'm to the verse. Everybody see where I am?
Yeah.
Da 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 da
Yes.
da 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 da. To the 4, which is the E flat. Back to the B flat, which is the 1. Now I'm going to go to the 5, which is the F. 2 measures of 5, and back to the 1. Okay.
Go, go.
Now, I'm sorry.
Just said go, go.
Go, go. Yeah, you got it. Okay, now, this is interesting. Look up at the top of the page where it says solo 2. It does the same thing for solo 1, but I don't have to scroll down to do it. So let's just look at solo 2. I got a 1 chord with an X, which means I'm just going to hit it once, but I'm going to count 4 beats. I've got a 4 chord with an X, so I'm going to hit it once, and I'm going to let it go for 4 beats. Then I've got 2 half notes. So I'm going to play 2 half notes, and then I'm going to play 4 quarters in the last measure. Do you see how they designated the rhythm?
Yeah.
Okay, well, that's cool. That's not necessarily always exact rhythm when you do it, but it tells all your session players something different's going to happen there. Something's different. Got to pay attention to the songwriter. We got something going on. So if I were to play under solo 2, and you guys all know what that solo sounds like, it's classic. You're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and take off. So you see how they put that notation down so that everybody would nail that together, even if they didn't know this song and hadn't ever heard it before. Now, at the very end, you see the last chorus? It ends on a 1 chord, and then it's got a 1 chord that's in a diamond.
Mm.
See that at the very end?
Yes.
Okay, the diamond means you play that 1 chord and you it's got a fermata. And if it has a fermata, then
Okay,
what
hang
you're
on
going
a
to look for
minute.
at the end of the song, you're going to look for a guitar player or a drummer or somebody to, are we good?
Okay.
We're going to look for somebody
Explain
to
the
cut you off.
diamond. Go back and start with the diamond again. Oh, we kind of
Okay.
lost you a minute.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
The diamond means you just let it ring. I'm going to play that last line. So you got 5 chord, 5 chord, 5 chord, and 1 chord, 1 chord. And it's going to ring till it stops on its own. Now, if it were to be a fermata, then it would be like what we call garbage can ending, where we would all go to that 1 chord. We would look at the drummer, we'd look at the guitar player, we'd look at the band leader, and we'd wait for somebody to cut us off together if it were fermata. But if it's a diamond, then you just play it and let it go to its either natural ending or till you play the next chord. And of course it'll cut in. Let's scroll down. We kind of done this one. It's the intro. There's some more interesting things down.
Now, when you say,
Can you
let me
back up a little bit, just a minute? We didn't see the bottom. Okay, so solo 1, we couldn't see that on the computer.
Okay.
When you had it down, it was down in the bar and behind the bar.
Okay.
So
Solo
same
1.
thing. Okay.
And then it goes right into solo 2, which is the same thing.
All right.
And then ends.
I have a question here. You said this is the actual chord chart. You mean this is the one they actually use, or there's a copy of one they
it's a copy.
Oh, okay.
But it's an exact copy. I mean, it's not a copy like somebody wrote it out. It's a photocopy. It's in the handwriting of who did it. That's why you'll notice every one looks different. It's in the handwriting of This one, Amarillo by Morning, it may be George Strait or whoever wrote it out. But yeah, every one of them is different, but they are the original charts that were used to record the song.
Jamey,
Yes.
expand your screen. You know, like we did the other day in our practice session. You clicked on the little green dot up there. Yeah,
I gotcha.
that'll help a little bit. Yeah,
That
great.
helped? Okay, good. All right, let's look at this one. Okay, we're in the key of D, and we really don't have time to go through and teach all the key signatures. But we were saying when we were getting together on the chat, if you're not familiar with your key signatures, that's no problem with the system. I work with a lot of people that carry a circle of fifths. They laminate it, put it in their wallet, their billfold, their purse. They carry it with them. And if you remember the key of D has an F sharp and a C sharp in it, just pull the chart. It's simple. It's simple. Just one little page. You can just pull the chart and carry it with you and pull it out and remind you, what key we're in. But this one, it's got the key. We got an intro, we got a verse, and we got a turnaround back to the verse. Then we got another turnaround that's going to lead to a key change. Now, this is an old song, and when this was written, key changes were in. Key changes were the thing. Right now, the songs that I'm trying to get out there, if I put a key change in it, they throw it away and they send it back to me. They are not interested in a key change right now. But it's circular. It's circular. They'll come back. They'll be back. But this song has a key change in it, but it was in the era when almost every song had a key change in it. All right, let's look at some things that are different in this one. This one's pretty fun. Okay, it starts with a 1 chord in the key of D, which is going to be my D, right? And look, it's got a 3 with a minus. The minus means
Minor.
the minus means minor. Okay, so the minus means minor. So I'm going to go to the 3 chord minor, which is going to be an F sharp minor. Okay, and then I'm going to go to the 4 chord in the key of D, which is going to be a G, regular old G, and then the 5 chord, which is going to be an A. Okay, so if I were to play that first line, if you guys are familiar with Amarillo by Morning, it's going to kind of sound like it. It's going to go D, F sharp minor, G, to an A. It repeats. So I got my D again. Second line, I'm going to F sharp minor, my 3 chord. Then I got the 4, which is a G, and then my 5, and then I got a 5 and a diamond. So I'm going to let it ring. And then we're waiting for the first verse. Amarillo by morning. Then I'm back into the tune. So that makes sense. Sometimes I talk fast. Stop me if you need to. Interesting things here now. In the verse, I've got the 1. Then I'm going to the minor 3, which is my F sharp minor. All right, everybody follow me? Then the 4 chord in D, which is going to be a G, and then I'm going back to the 1. Now, same thing in the next line of the verse. I got the 1, I got the minor 3, F sharp, then I got my G, which is my 4, and then I'm going to go to the 5 this time instead of the 1. Now, this third line, it's really cool. We get to learn something different here. All right, my 4 chord has a triangle and a 7. It's kind of hard to see. You got to look close, but these are original charts. We could have typed them all out, but it kind of loses some of the coolness when it's all typed out. This is the real thing, and it's kind of fun to have the real thing. So you see a 4, and you see a triangle and a 7. That's what that is. When you see a triangle after a chord and the 7, then that's a major 7. Not a dominant 7th like we'd usually play, like a G7 or a C7 or E7. That's a major 7. And it sounds like this. So that is a 4 major 7. So that's a G major 7. That's a G major 7. Okay? And then I'm going to go to the 5 chord, which is an A. Okay, and this next chord is very important. It's underlined. The underlining is super important. If it's underlined, then those 2 chords go in the same measure, like half notes. They go in the same measure. So those go in the same measure, and then I go back to the 4 chord, which is a G. So if I were to play that line, I would go G major 7 to an A, and then I got D, F sharp minor, G. You see how those two went in the same?
Yes.
You follow me? Okay.
Yes.
So then I go to the next line, and I've got a 1, which is my D, and then I go to 5, which is my A, and then look, I got 2 chords in the same measure again. Okay, so I got to go 4, 5, right, in the same measure, and now I'm going into this turnaround. So I go turnaround 1. So I got my 1 chord, back to the F sharp, you got it, G, and back to the A, and now I'm back at the verse. I repeat it. You got it. So I'm right back at the verse, and I play that whole thing again. Now, when I get to the 4th line of the verse, where I got my 4 chord, 5 chord in the same measure, then I go to the second turnaround. All right, the second turnaround. So then I go, I've got 1 again. I got my 3, which is my F sharp minor. Again, my 4, which is my G. Okay, this could be confusing, but when you make a chord a minor, the minus is always after it. That's not a minor 6. That's a major. That's a minor 3 and a major 6. You follow me?
Yeah.
So I'm going to go back in the same measure. So I'm going to play the minor 3, which is the F sharp minor, and then I'm going to play a major 6, which is going to be a B. And the reason I played that B is the 5 of what? It's a 5 of E, and I'm about to change keys.
Yeah.
I'm about to see, it says modulation up 1 step to the verse to E. So I went to that B, which is my 6th chord, and it takes me right into a new key, E. And then I go to the G sharp. Now my 3 is a G sharp minor. So it's a G sharp minor. And now my 4 is an A. And now my 1 is an E. Okay, so y'all got it. I'm boring you now. All right, questions? Does it make sense?
Yes. Good.
Yeah, it does. You follow me?
Yes.
Okay.
So
go
on that,
down. I've changed keys. Okay, I've changed keys. I'm going to scroll down a little bit because I want you to see this. We've got another measure with a different notation. I'm going to scroll down a little bit. Look at the verse after we've modulated to E. You see where we are? It says modulation up 1 step,
Yeah.
and then verse. Okay, look at the 3rd line, the one that's got a 1, 4, 5 all underlined. The last measure of the 3rd line.
Yeah.
Now
So
I've
what
got 3 chords in this measure.
is- okay.
Okay, so I got the 1 for 2 beats, the 4 for 1 beat, and the 5 for 1 beat. So that's what those dots mean, and that's what that notation is. So I've got my 1 chord in E, and then I go 4, 5, which is just A and B. So you got your 1 chord for 2 beats, 4, 5, 1. It sounds like it, doesn't it? Sounds like the song.
Yeah.
Right back into it. So that's an interesting notation. Whenever you see something underlined, all those chords go in the same measure. They all go in the same measure all the way through.
are you ultimately going to show us if a chord is like a beat and a half?
Yes, there is a way to do that. There is a way to do that. And the way they do that is they would draw, I don't think I've got one in here. I may later on. They would draw a quarter note in a dot, just like standard notation.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
That's what they would do. They would draw a quarter note and a dot above it. But really, these aren't absolutely exact. What they really tell the bass player, the guitar player, the drummer, everybody's got this same chart. What they tell you is you look at that, they go, something else is going to happen. Pay attention. Pay attention. Well, we're about to do something. We're about to change 3 chords in the same measure. And a lot of times you just hear it. You all sit in a chair and play the chart through one time before they turn on the mics. Now, they say they do that, but this is just an aside. This is really funny. We'd all sit in the chairs. Nobody's really plugged in. Nobody really thinks they're playing the song. We just play it all through one time on the chart, so everybody gets a feel for what it is. If there's something odd like that, a beat and a half or something, that we get it. I've had so many engineers that will turn its system on while you're doing that. They say we're trying to capture the magic, and sometimes when you guys are relaxed and not paying attention, I get something really cool that I can use later on. So sometimes they turn on the mics when nobody thinks the mics are on, and I've had that happen to me more than once. It's kind of interesting and trying to gather some stuff. All right, let's go to Beatles soon. What do you think?
Good.
So
You might ask, just in case, I didn't know if you at the very beginning explained the repeat sign.
Yes, let me do that.
You did.
Let me do that. Let me go back and do it. That's really important. Okay, we got to the verse, and you see there's a repeat sign there before the one chord. All right, we're going to go all the way down through the first turnaround, and there's the repeat sign facing the other way. Now we're going to repeat the verse. We're just going to go back to the verse. Now, a really good chance is that the words are different. The lyrics are different. This is for players. So the lyrics may very well not be the same, but the chord progression is. So we're going to go back to where the verse starts, the other sign of the repeat sign. And when we get to the fourth line, the 4 to 5 chord that's underlined, we skip the first turnaround and you go to the second turnaround, the second ending. You're going to go to the second turnaround. And when you go to that second turnaround, that's where you have the minor 3 go into the 6, which is a B, which sets you up for the key change, modulation up. Once that sets you up the key change for the one chord on the verse. That makes sense?
Yes, thank you very much.
I get it. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Good.
Could you
All right.
play
Hey,
that?
don't let me go too long. I'm
Could
a
you
teacher.
play that song? Just play it through one time, so I can.
Sure. I'll try to. I'm not a session player.
Well, no, I just want to see you. I just want to follow, like, watch you play it.
Yeah, sure. Sure. Here we go. Okay, this is intro. One chord. I'm on the second line. 1. F sharp minor. G. A. And now the diamond. And now I'm waiting for the singer. Amarillo by morning. Now I'm going back to the 1. Now I'm 1 to the minor 3, 4. And this is odd right here. He put in an extra chord, an extra measure. Wait, oh, sorry. Agent. I'm on the first turnaround. Now I'm back to the top of the verse. Minor 3, 4, 2, a 1. Now I'm 1 to the minor 3, to the F sharp minor, to a 4, to a 5, and now I got an extra 5, which is odd, but that's in the song. Now a G major 7 to an A, and then I got in the same measure 4 chord. Now I got 1, 5. Now I'm going to go to the second turnaround. 4, 5, and 1, 3, 4. Now here we go. And key change. Da, 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 da. Now I'm a G sharp minor. Where'd I go? That's it. 4, 1. Okay, makes sense?
Yes.
Okay.
How was
Cool.
that, Chris?
Yeah, thank you. That was
Yeah,
good.
sure. Sure.
Yeah.
That was good. That was fine. I just wanted to see it flow in the chord as he's changing, as he's reading this out. It's like,
Sure. No, I absolutely get it. Like I
easy.
said, I'm
But
not.
I got little lost because I guess you repeat and go back to the first verse and then come back around before you make the key change, right?
That's
Yes,
correct.
Is that what that is? The two dots with the two lines? That's a
yes. That's the
Yes.
repeat sign. Yes.
Yes. The two dots with the two lines is the repeat sign. And it's
And you said not to let you go too long, but what you're talking about is very interesting. So you're not under a time constraint.
okay. Well, tell me when I tell me when I go too far, and I'll answer some questions. I don't want to keep you guys too long tonight. But let's if we're good with this one, we'll want to move on.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
All right. Here we go. This is, I wanted to show you this one. I brought this one mostly because of the ending and the outro. This song is really common, but there's just two things on here that are new to this one. Norwegian Wood by the Beatles. Da, 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 da. Great tune. You see the 4 measures of 1 and then a dot and 4 measures of 1? Okay, that is another way. Usually these charts are put together in 4 measure phrases. That's another way to save paper. And that's all it is. When you put a dot, that dot means nothing for the player. It means there's a new 4 measure phrase. It kept you from putting the second set of ones underneath. Normally the second set of ones will go under the first set of ones in 4 measure phrases. It just keeps everything straight to be 4 measure phrases. Musicians like 4 measure phrases. We like it. It feels right to us. But what they did is put a dot and they put 2 4 measure phrases on the same line, which is perfectly acceptable in the Nashville system. So when you see a dot like that, don't try to play the dot. It just means that's a new 4 measure phrase. That's all there is. The dot really means nothing. It just means instead of hitting the return key, they just went ahead across the page. You see some minor 1s in the chorus, which are kind of odd. This is in the key of E. So when we get down to the 3rd line of the chorus, we've actually got, that changes to E minor. We got some minuses after it, which gives us a minor chord. And the second set of 4 of the chorus, you've got E minor, and then a step up. You've got E minor, F sharp minor, and then you go to the 5 chord, which would be a B. Makes sense? Now, what I really wanted to show you in this one, too, is it ends with a fermata. Go to the very last chord on the whole page. See the fermata? Looks like the bird's eye, the little cover with the dot?
Yes.
Okay, when you see that, you are all going to keep playing till somebody cuts you off. It'll be a band leader. Like if you're putting your song and you want them to do this big garage band garbage can ending and you want to cut them off, then what you're going to do is you're going to put a fermata on there so that everybody playing knows, keep that going till you come. Different than a diamond. Diamond you're going to hit once and just let it fade out. Or when the next chord comes, you play it again. On the fermata, you're looking for somebody to cut you off. So you're going to want that. I really want to show you what a push is before I quit talking. And I think there's some pushes here. Oh yeah, this is really cool. This will probably take the rest of our time. All right. Here we go. We got another Beatles song up. Everybody see that? In My Life.
There are places I remember.
You got it. That's it. All right. If you remember, it starts off with this cool little guitar lick at the beginning on the intro. So we're in the key of A.
Dum dum da 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 dum.
That's it. Yeah, very nice. We're in the key of A. So we start with a 1 chord, which is going to be an A. And then look, we go to a 5 suspended. Now, when they write just suspended, S-U-S, they're talking about a suspended 4th. That you can actually have a suspended 2nd, it's used all the time. You can actually have a suspended 9, used all the time in music. If they want the 2 or they want the 9, they're going to write SUS2 or SUS9. But if it says SUS and nothing, they're talking about the suspended fourth. Which suspended fourth, that's that we use it all the time in a D chord. With your little finger, that's a suspended fourth. And that's what's going on. Now, the reason I put this chart in, is you see the little, I don't know what to call it, the little mark over the 5. It looks like an accent mark, kind of, except it's pointed to the side. See that little V sitting on the side?
It's a greater than sign.
Yeah, there you go. A greater than sign. Thank you. That's exactly, that's actually what I'm talking about. Okay, that is what is called on a chart is a push. And it's really cool. A push means I'm going to rush that chord just a little, not enough to put to go to the measure before and put an 8th note or a 16th note or anything. It's not measurable. It's just a push. You just play it a little early. I've got a habit when I'm recording, I push all the time. I make engineers really, really mad if they go, stop, play with the click, stop pushing, you're pushing. And I just get excited and I push. But this is on purpose. Okay, so I'm gonna play the 1 chord, which is an A, and then I'm gonna play D suspended. This is that intro that goes over that little guitar solo. And I'm gonna play it just a hair early. All right, just a hair early. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm rushing. I'm just rushing that 5 suspended just a hair, just enough to make the guy that's running the click in the studio mad. You're just gonna just a hair, just a little bit, but it gives it energy, and it's cool. And artists use it all the time. They use it all the time. And if that push is written in there, then a good producer engineer knows you meant to do it. They're looking at these charts too, and they're not saying, oh, you rushed that chord. They know it's a push. They know you wrote it in there. They know you meant to push it. So it's not going to fit perfectly with the click, and that's perfectly okay. All right, this is real cool. I want to go through this verse. And then it's got so much stuff in it. It's probably going to be enough for where we're going tonight. Okay, so I'm to the verse once again. Look, we got the repeat sign again. See the repeat sign? We're going to repeat this verse.
Oh yeah.
So there's the repeat sign. We know that right up front. We see that sign. We go, oh, we're going to play this twice. So we've got a 1 in A. So we got a 5, which is going to be in the key of A. What do we got going here? We got E. That's right. So we got an E. You can tell I didn't rehearse any of these. So we got an A, and we're going to the E, and then we're going to go to a 6 minor. So we're back to that F sharp minor again.
No.
Okay, and now look at this next chord. This is pretty interesting. It's a push. I'm going to play it early. And I've got a 1 chord with a flat 7 in the bass. Now, this is where people get confused. The flat 7 is not related. Well, it is, because it's the 1 chord. It totally messes me up. I hate it's the 1 chord. I think we get to one later where it's not. The 7, the flat 7's got to do with the key. It's got to do with the key, not the chord. Like if it says it's if it was a 5 chord, for instance, then you're not looking for the flat 7 of the 5. You're looking for the flat 7 of the key. So I've got a 1 chord, which is an A. My 7 is a G sharp. My flat 7 is going to be a G. So I'm going to play an A chord with a G in the bass, and I'm going to push it. That makes sense?
Okay.
Okay, so here we go. I'm gonna do it. Okay, so I got A, E. That was that whole line.
Yeah.
Okay, so what I did is I played the 1, I played the 5 in the same measure, I played the minor 6, and then I played a 1, which is an A with a G in the bass over the flat 7 of the key, which is a G, and I pushed it a little bit. And then I got a 4, which is a D, and then I got a D minor, and then I got an A. All right, that's a whole bunch of stuff right there in one line. That is a bunch of natural number system right there. If we're not used to doing this, that could really kind of throw you for a loop right there. But and now look what we got next. I got a diamond. So I got a F sharp minor. I'm just gonna let it ring. Then I got a 4, which is a D. I'm just gonna let it ring. Now I got a flat 7 chord in the key of A. And I was talking about that at the beginning. Your chord in the key of A would be a G sharp diminished, your 7, but you hardly ever use it. You hardly ever use it in popular music. Usually that's a G chord, but I'm back to rhythm. I'm not a diamond anymore. I'm back to my 4 beats, and then A. So that third line would be make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Kind of, yeah, it kind of does. I've got the same thing coming up. I've got a minor 6 with a diamond. I'm gonna let it ring. Now I got a 2, not a minor 2, a major 2. So I got a B. I'm gonna let it ring. Then I got a minor 4, which is gonna be a D minor. And then I got a 1, which is gonna be an A. And then I'm gonna play the first ending, which is going to be an A to that G suspended push. A to the G suspended push. Well, there it is. Just a little bit early. I'm going to go to that. And now I'm repeating back to the top. So I'm going to do that whole verse again. And then when I get down to that third line, when I get down to the minor 6, to the major 2, which is a B, to the minor 4, which is a D minor, to the 1, which is an A, I'm going to skip the first ending. I'm going to skip that 1 and 5, and I'm going to go to the second ending. And I'm going to play a 1 and 5 in the same measure, the minor 6 to that 1 over the flat 7, which is going to be the A over the G, just like I did before. So anyway, that is probably too much information in one song. That is probably too much stuff. Let me I've gone on an hour. Okay, let me stop with that one. I got some more, but let me stop with that one. If you ever want me back, I'll come do it again. We can get my email and stuff out there. If you want to put your songs in this form, you want to run it by me, you want me to put it in this form for you, you can shoot me an email and I'll help you get it like you want it, so that you can, hand it out and use it and record it or whatever. I think you guys do it yourselves. I mean, it's not that hard. But if you have any questions, if there's anything I can answer, I'll be glad to do it. And guys, I can't tell you again how much I appreciate getting to be here tonight. Just thanks for letting me be here with you guys.
I had a quick question about so each number is a measure.
That's correct.
But I guess the question I have is, how do you communicate like strum patterns? Like, you can play 4 beats of a chord a lot of different ways, as you know, whether the quarter notes or that sort of thing. So is there a way in the system to do strum patterns?
There really isn't. There's not a way that's accepted now. People try to write it on there, with little lines and stuff, just to try to be clear. But as far as the system goes, there's not an established way to do a strum pattern. Usually the way these things happen, the way I've ever done them in my time that I've done them, is you hand everybody in the room the sheet. Drummer, bass player, both guitar players, producer, engineer, singer, everybody in the room, you hand them a sheet. We usually, before we're supposed to be recording, we all sit in a chair just in a circle, and we just play the song. And they say, "Okay, Jamey, play one of your songs." And I go, "Okay." So I'll go da 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 da, and we're just all sitting around the chairs. They're following the chart, but they hear. Stop stuff popping up. That they hear the strum pattern. They just hear it while we're all sitting around in a circle, and they just all hear it, and then we go, okay, I don't know what this is. Let's say, okay, we are ready to record. So then everybody's had one time through to hear your song, hear the strum pattern, see where you want them to go. But to answer your question, there is not an established, accepted system to put the strum pattern in. That's one thing, you just have to play through the song once.
Jamey, let me say that you've been incredibly informative, entertaining, and we would very much like to have you back at a future date for the rest of the story.
I'd be glad to do that
Hey,
anytime. Yes.
Bill had a question earlier. I want him to get his question in. Bill, you had a question earlier?
Yeah, when you were playing guitar and not knowing the number system and not recognizing what relative pitch was, how did you make the leap to understanding the numbers? Can you explain, when you went from not knowing the numbers system to not knowing the number system when you went from not knowing the number system to actually getting a handle on it?
Yes, I'll answer that question. I just eased into it, and I'm just talking about myself personally now.
That's what I meant.
I just eased into it. Like, I learned really early on, what a 1-4-5 progression is, which is what we all play all the time in every key, G, C, and D. 1, 4, and 5 in the key of G. So I learned what that was, and I actually thought, and the novice and silly person I was as a youngster, I knew what 1, 4, and 5 was, and I said, "Oh, I know the national number system." I couldn't even start the national, but I thought I did. I mean, I thought I knew it was 1, 4, and 5, and then I started working in this system, and actually, I guess to answer your question, I kind of learned it as a player by fire. I was handed these things, and I was too embarrassed to say, I don't know what a triangle is. So I listened to everybody else and got through it as good as I could do it. And then I went home and I Googled what I didn't know. And I figured it out just a little bit at a time through that. And like I said, the theory part's not a problem. I got music degrees from way back, and I did that. So I didn't have any trouble understanding the theory. I just didn't know the number system. I just didn't know how that worked. But to answer your question, it's largely trial by fire. I love this business. I just love it. I love the music business. I love to talk about it. I love to talk to people about it. I love to be with people that do it well. I tell you the coolest story. I was at Steve Azar's house, and I know I need to shut up. I was at Steve Azar's house the other day, and the guy that I work with, and he's a super guy, by the way. And I was going in just to ask him a couple about a song, show him a new song, and out walked Marty Stewart. Marty Stewart came out, and I was like, I didn't really know what to say. And Marty was at his house picking up an old guitar of Steve's to put in the Mississippi Music Hall of Fame in Meridian, which they're just opening up, and that Marty's really into that. And he was picking up a guitar to go there, and I was kind of speechless. But Marty Stewart just acted like I was just I'm a nobody, but he just acted like I was a peer. And we just talked for 15 or 20 minutes. I can tell you guys, I just love that. I love that. I just loved being in those circles with musicians and talking music, and I don't belong in that league by any means, but it's just so much fun. I love doing this. So I love being able to share this stuff with you guys. And really, I got off the subject of what we're talking about. My answer is trial by fire. That's how I learned to do it.
Jamey, this is Harry. I have a question. You teach this. You teach the number system in college, correct?
I do. It's a college course that lasts for 17 weeks.
My question is, what is the prerequisite for a student to take your course?
There is none for a music major. It's a music major course, so we expect a music major to come in, with some degree of musical knowledge. Very few music majors we ever had that come in that just don't know anything. So they're going to come in with some. I teach both kinds of theory here at the school. If you're going into arts and entertainment industry, which is a branch of our music department, you're going to learn to run live sound. You're going to learn to run Pro Tools. You're going to learn to work in the studio. You're going to learn lights. You're going to learn music industry stuff that's going to put you, hopefully, a job in the music business when you leave us. If there's also a theory that I teach, it's just music theory. And that's like if you want to be a teacher, you want to go into another college, you want to sing at the Metropolitan Opera, it's the legit theory. So there's legit theory, and then there's commercial theory. And the students are very different. My commercial theory students are all guys that plays in bands and sings and plays in clubs and does what I do. The other theory people, a little bit different track, but there is no prerequisite. There is no prerequisite, but to preface that too, they do come in with some knowledge. I mean, I don't have students that come in as a music major and I go have to tell them what a C chord is. I mean, they know that a C chord is a C, E, and G, and there's some background there to begin. So, did I answer that?
Yeah. I remember a long time ago, the first time I heard anyone talking about the number system, it was kind of sold on the fact that you didn't have to be able to read music.
You don't.
The system, yeah. So, and I was just curious if that still applies.
It
still
applies.
I would think most people would have some kind of music knowledge. Yeah.
Yeah, you do not have to read music. I mean, you do not have to read music to be able to do it, but you do need some chord theory background. I mean, just to know, like, it's the 1 chord and the 5 chord and the 6 minor, some background. But see, that can easily be taught. And really, like I said before, you can almost get you a copy off the internet of the Circle of Fifths, laminate it, keep it with you, and you can fake your way through a lot of sessions with this stuff without actually memorizing all the keys and key signatures.
Yeah. Good program.
Hey, good.
I loved it.
Hey, thank you.
Thank you, Jamey.
I hope you enjoyed it. I hope I didn't go too long.
No, this was wonderful.
This is short.
Great. And we hope to see you at some of the Zoom sessions, with the songs and stuff. Yeah, look at that crowd.
Thank you, Jamey.
Hey, well, I'm planning on it. I've been listening to you guys, and I would love to join you on some of your virtual things and even some of your live things. I'd love to do that. If you guys would allow me to do that, I'd love to do it.
You're now a member.
All right, thank you.
So,
okay, Jamey, you need to unshare your screen now. Maybe I need to do that for you. Let's see if I need. Yeah, I need to stop participation. Okay, there we go. Now you're back.
Hey,
Okay. Actually, Jamey and I practiced this yesterday, didn't we?
we did. We practiced it, and I guess I forgot.
No, we remembered together. I think it went pretty good. So,
What happened was Harry slept.
no,
Yeah.
Harry didn't slip.
That's it.
I don't make mistakes.
That is it.
all right. Well, now hopefully we've got some songs we can listen to.
Yeah, I think we've got
That's
3.
great.
Are we all ready to jump over and to do that?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's see how we want to do this. We got Barb and we got Joe, and they are our critiquers. They are good, really good at it, and we have invited Jamey to make comments also. So we've got one judge for each song. we got 3 songs. Okay, now I'm going to share my screen now. So.
I see Lance French joined us. Hello, Lance.
How's it going tonight, guys?
Good.
Okay, let me get over here.
I'm so glad I learned what a push was. Forever, we have a bunch of those in my songs, and I always called them a hitch. It's like, we got a hitch coming up.
Hit.
Now I know what the proper way to call it is.
Okay, so
One of those that's always bothered me. In Pretty Woman, there's a push right at the beginning of the song,
There is.
going to the D, and it's always bugged me.
it sounds like the name of a dance, push.
By the way, we would like comments from both of our judges as well as Jamey.
Okay. Can y'all see my screen?
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
Okay. Let me go over here.
Push in the bush.
Push. Yeah, okay. Let's see where we're okay. Right here.
That's
Okay,
an old
now,
Studio 5470 song.
now Murphy, you remember Murphy and Murphy's Law? He was with us the last time we tried to do this,
Yeah.
and Dr. Stephen Tram got impatient and he left. But he left us his song and he left us his lyric and his MP3 and we're going to do this again. He paid for this a long time ago. We've probably earned $1 or $2 interest on his $10 so far.
Yeah.
It sucks.
But he's not gonna get it back. So I'm gonna go with the lyric first.
It's an old song that I'm trying to decide if I should dig it out of the ditch and do something with it.
Sure.
No.
It's a good song. He's got it recorded.
It's not a current song my band does, but it was one I demoed it a long time ago in my home studio.
It's called.
You never want to make excuses before you play the song.
That's right.
How was your gig last weekend?
Oh, I've had two since I saw you last. We played Lola's Trailer Park that Don Wall came out to, and that was awesome to see him.
Yeah.
And that was an outdoor happy hour show that was a lot of fun. We were all in Hawaiian shirts. And then we played the Post-it River East Tuesday evening. And that was an evening show on a great stage with a great sound system. And we had a blast. I had a professional photographer, Brooks Burris, who's award-winning guy in the DFW music scene, photographing acts. And he's sending me some pictures this week, and I'll be posting them on our Facebook page. And the Instagram. So if you follow the Traumatics on Instagram or Facebook, you'll get to see some of the shots.
Okay, here we go.
What's the title?
You're just a monkey.
and then hit the brake. 'Cause I don't know how much I can take. I just wanna get through the day without another needless delay. So to those of you who get in my way, all I have to say, you're just a fucking You're just a talking monkey.
And there you go. Little road rage song.
Yeah.
All right, I'll start. I like the song a lot. It's got some good structure to it, and I like the chorus. It's the verses tell the story, and the chorus sums it up. I have one suggestion on the bridge. It seems like the melody kind of comes down on the first line of the bridge. And I think that you could take that melody up and give it a little more, make it a little more intense. If you started out with the first line being, just hit the gas when the light turns green, don't rubberneck at all the accident scenes, don't cut me off, and then you can go on, don't cut me off, and then hit the brake. But if you started with that line, just hit the gas when the light turns green, that kind of, gets that section moving,
I like that. That's a great suggestion, Barb.
And the other thing, and I don't know if this would work or not, but I kind of would like to hear that right after the second chorus, instead of doing the solo.
Mm-hmm.
If you could just go on into the bridge right after the second chorus and see how that worked, and then do the solo, and then the chorus and the chorus. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it makes a lot of sense.
So just move the solo down, go ahead and do the bridge before you do the solo, and then do a chorus again after that, and then another solo outro, So that way the song won't drop down there in the bridge. It'll
keeps its energy up.
It'll keep the energy up, and then
anger.
Then when you're saying, because I don't know how much I can take, and then you go out into the solo, and that just keeps it going up and up. Does that make sense?
Absolutely makes sense. Thank you, Barb.
It makes no sense to me, Barbie.
Of course not.
Because I agree with everything you said. God, help me.
Oh no! Wait, what?
Everything you said.
We don't ever agree, Joe. You can't agree with me.
I know that's not what they want, but everything you said is spot on. But I have a different comment.
Okay, good.
You're rocking out, and you're like, "Yo, dude, I just want to get without another needless delay." The lyrics are too stilted to the mindful. You need to take it down a notch if you want this tune to sell. You need to find a different way to say without another needless delay. You need to find a way to rock that, because that sounds like thinking man's language.
Yeah, just don't make me wait.
Dumb it down a little bit.
Yeah.
Instead of a needless delay, don't make me wait. Something wait.
No Led Zeppelin tune ever said that. So I'm just saying, you just need to dumb the lyrics down a bit.
Yeah, stupid delay.
Way too, heady for me. But everything that and everything Barbie said, and you got a great tune, great track.
Great prosody. Is that the right word?
I don't fucking know.
Got a lot of pushes in it. I know that now.
Push in the bush. That was my favorite fish song. Anyhow, if you just get it down to the level that it's supposed to be, and out of your, expanded brain.
Yeah.
And she said,
Mhm.
yeah.
Keep the intensity up, yeah. And get
All
it
right.
out of your brain. Brainy. No, don't be brainy.
Yeah.
What do you think, Jamie?
Cool. I love the guitar riff. Guitar riff is cool, man. I like it. I see one thing that really that doesn't play with. I'm not saying change. I'm saying try this. And I'm doing it based on what people tell me when I send my songs in. Your title is good. You're just a monkey. So you want your hook to really reflect that title. And you also want to rhyme the hook. You also want to rhyme before it gets there. So I would take your baby and I would try it one time before you're just a monkey. Monkey. The emphasis, not on baby. Like it's
We
not in
lost
your
you for a
title.
second. Can you repeat that
But monkey's
last
your
line?
title. Yeah, I would put baby before you're just a monkey. I'm not saying put it there. I'm just saying try it. Try it
So
one time.
all
and
I
see how
have
it
to
feels.
say, baby, you're just a monkey. Something like that.
Yeah, except hold baby just like you did the first time. Baby, you're just a monkey. Rhyme 'em. I mean, really hook baby and monkey.
All I have to say, baby, you're just a monkey.
You do baby first. Baby, you're just a monkey. I don't know your melody exactly.
Yeah.
Play with that and see
Okay.
if it does anything. But what that does is it puts the main emphasis of your chorus, your title, which is cool.
Yeah.
People like that. And then what it does is I come up with these hooks and I send them in and they come back and they say, you got to rhyme it. You got to set that hook up with a rhyme. Well, baby is perfect for monkey. It's great. So you set up your hook with a rhyme and then you go right into it. I like it. It's a fun song. It's not serious. It is what it is. The guitar riff's cool. The only thing I can think of is I might play with that last line.
Okay.
Good suggestion, Jamie. I like your suggestion.
Yeah, and I've heard someone say, well, just take baby out of it and just rhyme
No.
monkey with say, but I think
No,
I
you
like
need
your
it.
suggestion better.
You need
Yeah.
the rhyme. You need the
Yeah.
rhyme.
All right. Thank y'all.
Do non-judges get a chance to weigh in?
No.
No.
What you got next, Harry?
What do you got to say? Can y'all hear me?
Never mind.
We've got time. Let Bill comment.
Sure,
My
go
God.
ahead.
If you could rhyme the second, you were talking about using another line for another needless delay. If you could come up with a stupid line that would rhyme with monkey or baby, wouldn't you have the whole kit and caboodle wrapped? There you would have your rhyme with the chorus, what Jamie was saying, and there needless delay, which is a little too intellectual for the sentiment. I mean, if you come up with a stupid line for the second line that rhymes with monkey or baby, wouldn't you have something that you guys were all talking about?
Okay.
Anyway,
Well,
I'm gonna
that
go
second
back to
line
music.
is going to
That's all I
get
have to
tweaked
say.
regardless.
Last line. Uh-huh.
And yes, I'm going to tie it into the rhyming sense of the line, like you said.
Yeah.
So yes to what you said, Bill.
All right, thank you.
Good.
Very good. Very cool, though. Cool.
Okay. Let's see where we are here. That's one. Okay, how was that, Dr. Tram? Did we do okay that time? I know. Are you upset now that you're not going to leave the meeting or anything? Are you?
No, I'm very pleased. That was actually very constructive.
But
Better
you were-
watch out. He'll hack off our guitar hands.
But you were worried about it, though, weren't you?
Yeah, well, I figured you guys had something constructive I could do with this song. I wasn't sure what to do with it, so I'm glad it was
Okay,
worth a 3-month wait.
Okay, let's see how good we can do with Michael Roth. Michael, are
Do
you
we
there?
Get, do we
Are
get
you
at
out
least
there?
$20 out of him? Yeah.
Yep. Yes, I'm here.
Okay, how you doing, Michael?
Pretty good. Yeah,
Okay.
Eric couldn't make it tonight. He's recuperating. I don't know. He's probably doing drugs or something. But anyway, he said no.
Well, anyway, this song it's called "Gone, Gone, Gone," and it's by Michael R.J. Roth. That's he was speaking just now.
I saw
One
that
of
Michael
us.
paid by Square today.
And Eric Ramsey also
Good.
Eric Ramsey co-wrote this song with Michael. So, okay, here comes the lyric. Okie dokie. Now I'm gonna go back over and get the song going. Here we go.
An old lady once told me about a Lake Erie waterspout. All the water ran away from the beach. She swore she could walk to Canada, so far away and so out of reach. Even she can't trust her memory. The lake is there for all to see, but it was gone, gone, gone. I once stood out in a cornfield late at night, all alone, looking up at the sky. Suddenly the stars fell down, all at once they rushed to her. I stared for a long, long time. Never saw it in the news, like it never happened, that it was gone, gone, gone. All these wonders that seem so mysterious, that we can't believe our eyes. Though they're standing right in front of us, they still take us by surprise. Then they're gone, gone, gone. Gone, gone, gone. There was a girl who said she'd marry me. She was more than I could ever hope for, but I was more than she could carry. My heart was an exploding star, then the universe went dark. Forever is so temporary. I never saw that girl again, like it never happened. She was gone, gone, gone. All these wonders that seem so mysterious, that we can't believe our eyes. Though they're standing right in front of us, they still take us by surprise. Then they're gone, gone, gone. Gone, gone, gone.
So, cool song. You know, maybe could have had a bridge and gone on. It kind of ended abruptly. The only thing I will say, I liked it, but the second verse did not move me. There was a girl. Now that's a great place to go. I love the idea of going there, you know, but it somehow the other, it just didn't get there like these two verses did. So I would just say you need to find something there. Same thing, same idea. Just I didn't feel like the lyrics, you know, moved me in this as they did in these two. And then it seems like it needed a bridge and to go on, maybe, but who knows? Could have just ended. Maybe that's your point, which is cool. Gone, gone, gone. So that's all I got to say.
It's the last verse that you had a problem with.
It just didn't get me. I love the idea of going to there was a girl who had married. I love the idea of going there. After all, the kind of, cosmic shit, but it just didn't work. I mean, lyrically, it didn't move me like the first two did. I mean, I would stay with the same idea, but just somehow find, I don't know. It's just me though. I mean, who cares about me?
Well, I mean, maybe be a little bit more descriptive with that first line of the third verse. Instead of saying there was a girl, maybe there was a brunette who said she'd marry me, or
oh yeah, but I mean, it just, yeah, it was Blooding Star, universe went dark, so temporary, never saw the girl again. I don't know, it just didn't flow like the first two, but I like the idea of going there. I wouldn't not go there, but that's just me. And then it ended kind of abruptly, like I said, but that kind of goes with the song, so that would be too bad.
Yeah.
All I got to say.
You're just heartless, that's all.
Fucking A, man.
So, Michael,
I'm heartless as hell.
So Michael, what do you think about repeating the chorus again at the end before you stop it abruptly? I like the way you stopped it.
Stop it abruptly.
I just wanted it. I wanted more. So I was wondering if you could maybe repeat the chorus and then do the same ending.
Okay, that's something to think about. I'll run it by Eric. Yeah. Yeah, they all say that.
I love the story though. I really liked it. I love your lyrics. You're a good lyric crafter, and I think it's a well put together song. Yeah.
Yeah, you should enter in our contest.
Yeah.
I should. Yeah.
$8.
Yeah.
But I love this. I liked how it was going, and I even liked where you went with the last verse, except I just didn't feel like it was lyrically quite as strong as the first two.
Yeah.
Okay.
That doesn't take away from the goodness of it all.
So I like the part, my heart was an exploding star, then the universe went dark. That all is great. I never saw the girl again. I think you could just tweak some of those, that first line and maybe that third from the last line.
Never saw that girl again.
Yeah.
That's kind of the point of the whole song, I think.
No, I didn't say change the meaning at all. I just said tweak it a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I say something?
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, who's that? Is that Chris Albert? I don't know. Should we let him say anything? Yeah. No, we got time.
Chris Albert in a can?
I would hate to pass up the opportunity here from Chris Albert.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I like what Bobby said about tweaking here and there and tweaking there. The second verse needs some work, but it's the way it's played and the way it's done. It's definitely a guitar. I mean, lead guitar, just almost Moody Blue type, just a moody type song where you've got some great B3 in the background and this guitar mysterious. And I'm not saying just wang, 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 wang. I'm just saying some really nice, smooth, fine guitar work, like a Clapton type sound with this. And that, the song doesn't have to be 3 minutes of words. I mean, you've got the break, the bridge, all these wonders. That's where it changes and then comes back. And he's talking about mysterious entities anyway. I mean, the stars and all that stuff, and Lake Erie and Canada. So I really like the song, and I like the way it's played musically, the way he's did the stops and the goes and everything. It's a little Zeppelin 2 type thing where you're just, Robert Plant is screaming this crap out. So that's my opinion.
Yeah. So are you saying there should be a guitar solo in there somewhere?
Oh yeah, especially like right after the second verse, the guitar slow, and then it comes back into this bridge, all these wonders that's in, where it's. Do you change the key there?
No.
Do you go to a different chord after there? It was gone.
Eric wrote the music.
Or do you go back to the one? Huh?
I said Eric Ramsey wrote the music for this, so it's.
He's not.
He's the one you'd have to ask that question of.
You gotta go back to one, or it steals the chord changes from all the wonders.
Yeah. That's it's very interesting.
Simple, but
Good
I like
suggestion.
the way he did it. He's really good, and I like the way he got the space in there. I love
Yeah.
I love it when there's a really good use of emptiness in a song.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's not a bridge so much as a chorus because you can't see it, but it repeats after that. But yeah. Well,
What
this
do
is
you
good.
think, Jamie?
Just a couple of things, and like, I never ask anybody to change anything. I usually always say, try this and see if you like it. I mean, that's usually my approach. But the couple of things I'll say is, I never saw that girl again. That now you need to say that. You need to say the girl's gone.
Mhm.
But for some reason, that line, she disappeared into the rain. You know, she vanished into the, I don't know where to say it. You need to, that subject needs to be there. But I never saw that girl again. Just didn't, the message needs to be there. But if there's another expressive way to say it. Now, I thought your imagery
Yeah.
was wonderful, great imagery.
Okay.
But if you could take that, I never saw that girl again, and use the same imagery that you
Yeah.
had in some other verses, say the same
Uh-huh.
thing, but use something really, really cool imagery. And another thing that I might try, your hook, again, I go back to hooks because that's what people hit me for all the time. Gone,
Yeah.
gone, gone. That's your title, that's your hook. It goes up melodically. Gone, gone, gone. It goes up. Gone to me goes away. And you might just try it going gone.
It's gone.
Go down.
Right. Let's do it
You see
again.
what I mean?
We lost you. Do it again.
You were gone.
Okay. On the gone, 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 it goes up. Gone, gone, gone. To me, gone, gone, gone goes down and away. It fades away. Things that are gone go away. So melodically, gone, gone, gone.
Great,
The
great
president
point you just
left
said.
us there.
What he just said was immaculately perceptive.
Yeah, prosody.
You, whoever the fuck you are that just gave the whole speech, what you just said, that the gone, gone, gone goes away, is just the best thing. That's just so down. I can't believe that. I'm humbled by your words.
No, it's really cool. It's okay. I do this song thing all day, every day, man.
Yeah, me too. That's what I do for a living. But
yeah,
just saying that the gone, gone, gone should go gone, gone, gone was just a great thing to say.
See, at the end of the chorus, it builds so much. It feels almost like it's a pre-chorus going into the chorus. Gone, 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 and keep going into the chorus. But it's not. It's the end of your chorus.
Mhm.
Follow me?
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. Okay.
Great
All right.
advice for every song right there.
Yeah.
So
You're
poor
awesome.
Michael, all of his lines are so good that when he has a line that's just a line, somebody else might say it, and we let it pass. But it's surrounded by such good imagery.
Absolutely.
You have to pick on him.
Your imagery is wonderful. Your imagery is wonderful. I mean, it's really good
Yeah.
stuff. Really good stuff.
But Jamie, your perception on that is wonderful too.
Yeah. Well, this is good. Good
Just
food
take
for
it.
thought. Yeah.
Just think it. All right, where's last song?
All right.
Okay.
Thank you.
Joe.
Okay.
Joe Perfume.
Yeah, Joe Perfume. I think, Joe, are you going to sing your song?
Am I gonna sing it?
You going to sing it?
Y'all stand the pain?
Yeah, I got the lyrics here. Let's see.
Yeah, I just want to know if you can stand the pain.
Oh yeah, we love Joe Perfume.
All right.
You're the original.
I stole Listen from the Beach Boys. It's not quite like they did their song. There's a little bit of difference. I know I changed the words. You got to keep in mind, though, when I say I ain't no long, tall Texan, If you stand me up next to Jimmy Dickens, he's a giant. I ain't no long, tall Texan, but I'm here to tell you all. I ain't no long, tall Texan. That don't mean a thing at all. 'Cause when I start playing, I'm feeling 10 feet tall. I play no guitar. I put a fiddle in my hand. If there's a microphone, then you know I'm your man. Some country blues or Texas swing, that's my thing. I ain't no long, tall Texan, but I'll play as long as you're around. Play some music from the swamp, lay down some sweet country sound. Jimmy Haggard, yeah. Let's go back to Jimmy Rogers, oh Haggard. You know I'm always down. I ain't no long, tall Texan. That don't mean a thing at all. Ain't no long, tall Texan, but I'm here to tell y'all. Yeah, when I start playing, I'm feeling 10 feet tall. Ain't no long, tall Texan, that don't mean a thing at all. Ain't no long, tall Texan, but I'm here to tell y'all. Put a guitar in my hand, we're gonna have us a ball.
All right. All right, Jamey, Joe and I got to start out first on the other two songs. What, you want to go first on this one?
Sure, cool song. I like it. More harmonica. It's a harmonica song. It's got harmonica all over it. I mean, that's just what comes out to me. That's what it is. Okay, this is what I would try. I'm feeling 10 feet tall. That's a cool line. I'm not sure that's not your title and your hook. I think it may be. I'd have to listen to it some more and really get into it. But you can still start. I ain't no long, tall Texan. I mean, you still start the lines like that. But what stuck out to me is your hook. Is I'm feeling 10 feet tall. I mean, that's what came out as your hook to me. you might be able to use that more, use it more, and that's just my first thoughts. I mean, that's just my first thoughts with one time through. I like that line. You might be able to implement that a little bit more in there, and it's just a fun song. It's a fun song. I hear harp like crazy. Cool song. Good job.
Thank you.
All right, Joe.
I'm here.
No,
You
I
know,
meant Jeff Milton.
no, she's talking about me. I don't have much to say because it seems like I didn't hear some of it, or stuff was cutting out for me. It seemed a little disjunct.
Mhm.
What I was looking at on the screen too, the lyrics were not what I was hearing. There's a lot of time, a lot of guitar playing, too much dead time. Not that guitar playing is dead time, but the whole thing just needs to pull together and move faster. The lyrically, it moved very slow. And that's all I got to say.
Yeah, I like what Jamey said about it. If you go with a feeling 10 feet tall hook, there's another song, Long Tall Texan. So
Long, tall Texan.
yeah, that might get you away from, that and might serve you better. And then just tighten it up. I heard you perform this, Joe, at Love and War. It sounded good when you were doing it up there.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, I like it. It just needs to be tweaked and tightened up a little bit.
Yeah, it's almost like it was a live jamming performance for a recorded song, and it there's kind of a difference because when I do my songs live, I go way out, but when I record them, I just tighten them up a lot, take a lot of airspace out of them to get the point across.
You were playing it live, weren't you, Joe?
Well, yeah, I played it live, but you listen to it Wednesday night because John should be down here with his bass.
Yeah. So that wasn't a recording that we heard. It was live.
No, I was saying when you play live, when you're trying to put your song across in this format, you want to concentrate it perhaps more than what he did. Because, we're not there to see him play, and we're not there to feel all the extra stuff. We're more looking at the song. And when you take a whole bunch of extra bars in this format, in this context, doesn't always work as well. That's all I'm saying.
So tighten up, baby. Tighten up.
I hear you.
I was wondering why you didn't sing the verse that said, "I'll play that old Bob Wills. Don't know much about Crosby."
I thought I did. Maybe I just got away from myself.
Yeah, we didn't hear that. I'm afraid.
Well, I'm not going to try to take away from anybody else. I won't do it again.
I think you're the last one we have. Is that correct?
Correct.
Yeah. So that was a good song, Joe. I like it. I like your song.
Well, appreciate that.
All right. Well, I think that we've covered all our bases for tonight. We've had a great speaker. Learned a lot about Nashville numbering system. You gotta know.
Everybody's got to look at Michael Roth's background.
Yeah, Michael Roth had a good background. We don't know what that is.
Wait, what is his background?
That's part of the cover.
Lipstick.
That's part of the cover
yeah.
for a song I got coming out tomorrow. Yeah, so yeah, if you're Blasphemous Kiss coming out tomorrow. So.
Yes, we've heard that one before.
You have, actually. Yeah.
That reminds me of one of the girls in those Robert Palmer songs that he did about,
Yeah.
those girls in the background.
Yeah.
Y'all, I appreciated you having me. I want to back on out. I got some things I got to do.
Okay,
All right,
Joe.
Joe.
Thanks for coming, Joe.
I'll see you Wednesday night, Harry.
Okay, Joe. You take care now.
All right. and we had some good songs. And so I guess we're gonna plan on meeting next month. We've got Debbie Beinhorn, who's I'm not sure what she's gonna talk about. She's a vocal coach, but she's got something special to talk about, I think.
She does?
I saw something today that made me think there's something that's going to be kind of interesting.
Oh, okay.
So, wasn't sure what that was.
Me either.
Hi, Chris.
But anyway, we'll see everybody at next time. We'll be at Deep Ellum Arts Festival, I guess, for a live event.
Well,
Yes.
no, our next meeting will be,
Oh.
I mean, our next thing will be next Wednesday night. Deep Ellum Arts Festival is the week after this weekend.
Well, no, our next thing is Saturday,
Well,
Oh,
Saturday.
right, Saturday, the Saturday showcase.
and then
Yeah. Well, I was
and
just
then
thinking-
Wednesday, and then
And then,
the weekend.
I was just
Yeah.
thinking about an opportunity to get together, but I guess we'll have to social distance and.
I can't wait to go guard those guitars.
Harry, are you planning to get drunk, Harry?
I might.
Oh boy.
Yeah, I'm gonna have Bobby guard those guitars over there.
You can't
Okay.
you can't retag those guitars, Harry. You can't take anything home that doesn't belong to
I
you.
just noticed it got dark, didn't it? Let me turn my light on.
So free booze, huh? Why are people
Yeah.
leaving their guitars? And look, it
So they don't have to wag them around.
she,
Those people that come and go may not want to check their guitar, but for everyone else that wants to tour the festival while they're there, it's a good, secure place to keep their equipment.
it is total de festival. Just watch those Bloody Marys because she puts those hot pickles in them, man. They'll kick your ass, guaranteed.
All right. Does anybody have anything else?
Thank you.
Anybody
Michael,
have?
are you ready to go to bed? Michael's ready to go to bed. He's
Yeah.
signing off.
Well, I just wonder if anybody had any more of anything they want to talk about.
Did Lance French ever say anything?
No, I see he's
wait.
still there muted, but he
Yeah. I'm on. Can you hear me?
All right.
yeah, he's here.
You can hear me now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We
Hi,
can't hear.
Lance,
No,
are
it's
you
been-
are you playing at the fair this year?
I am.
At the same place?
Same place, yeah. We're
Yeah.
out there setting up right now, as a matter of fact, getting ready,
Oh, good.
building all that stuff.
Wait,
Yeah.
isn't it early to set up?
Well, it takes us a month and a half to build all that stuff.
Oh, yeah, I guess it does.
Yeah.
The game is not till well, fair starts at the end of September, doesn't it?
September 24th.
Yep.
Yeah.
We'll
I
be
hadn't turned my
submitting
video in
our,
because I've been wandering around the house.
we'll be submitting our EPK soon to the state fair and hopefully get some slots for 2022.
You know, they had a lot of people retire this year that have been there a long time, and there were a lot of spots opened up this year. And they've also kind of made it a little bit more open. So,
I can't think of the guy's name, Jason, I think, that manned all those stages, and he told me to get our EPK into them so they could get us on their roster. So that's our next step there. We
yeah.
have good relationships with the special events stage, but they tell me
Yeah.
that their budget this year does not allow them to
Probably
operate
nothing.
the stage.
Hey,
Yeah.
hey, I want to talk to Lance a second.
Yeah.
Lance, what's the gal's name that's you play with in the band?
Mandy.
Mandy.
Yeah.
Would y'all be interested in playing at the Deep Ellum? Jerry Alice just canceled out. She's got teeth surgery or something.
What's the time? And I'll throw it at
it's-
them and see if they're
I
available.
don't know if it's a Friday or Saturday afternoon, but it's like a 45-minute slot, and like
Okay.
I think it's 3:00. It's a great spot, and y'all be perfect.
You know
for
what?
it.
I'll text them right now and ask them.
When we hang up here, I'll call you.
Yeah.
Or we can talk. We can hang.
Yeah.
out.
Holler at me and I'll
Or you just
text
hang
them and
on.
find out.
Yeah, I've probably got it here somewhere. I should.
You just have the time down so he can.
Well,
Figure out.
here it is. Okay, I got it. It's see, Jerry Ellis. It's the big stage Okay, it's Sings and String stage. That's the bigger stage. It's on September the 10th. That's Friday. It'd be 3 to 3:45. That
Okay, hold on just a second.
Three-
So, what
3
day
to-
is it?
It's September 10th. It'd be 3 to 3:45.
That's Friday.
It's Friday.
Okay.
Man, she has a
3 to 3.
beautiful voice. She has
Oh,
a
yeah,
beautiful
yeah,
Three
yeah.
to
voice.
3:40.
That'll be perfect. For
Yeah,
us.
you know, her dad died and his dad died last year, and they just hadn't been around much. We hadn't been doing them much, and they moved to a new house, and so we haven't really done a whole lot. But we're doing the fair. They were excited about doing that.
I was really hoping to get y'all to Zoom, but we never did that. But boy, I mean, that gal can sing.
Yeah, you know what? She was going. Her dad had a problem that day. Did y'all? I think Jonathan and Mandy were going to do it. I was working, and I think they were going to do it, and something happened. I'm not sure.
Well, you got my phone number and everything, so check with them
Yeah.
and let me know. I'll just plug y'all right in there. That'd be
So
perfect.
it's all original though. We can't do any covers.
It's gotta be original.
Yeah, we got about, I don't know, hour and a half set of originals. Hour. Yeah, something like that.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okie dokie.
Sounds good.
Jamie, I'm real interested in hearing you perform at one of our open mics or showcases.
We're gonna get him on a showcase real soon.
I am looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to it. And if anybody wants to contact me, want me to look at anything or whatever, really easy to get me. It's guitarjamey@gmail. Nothing to it. So that's my info. If anybody wants to connect, I have sure enjoyed being here tonight.
All right. Thank you, Jamie. Thank you, Harry. Thank you, Barbie. And thank you, Joe Milton and Michael Roth for providing songs, and Stephen too.
Dr. Tram.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got two of them just got released on Spotify and iTunes this past weekend too. So the band's name is the Traumatics. If you want to go check them out,
That's the kind of stuff we need to keep up with. That's good.
Okay, folks. I guess that's it. Well, wave goodbye to the folks over on Facebook. We'll put this on.
Bye, Facebook.
And I'll make a video of this this presentation and everything.
Hey, Bill.
Don't forget.
And I'm sure a lot of people are going to come back and want to watch it. So
Don't forget, this month is our fundraising drive.
That's right.
Keep
Check
your
it
boat
out.
afloat.
For Texas Giving Day.
okay. Well, thank you very much, Jamie. You did a great job.
Right.
Everyone's going to love your video. So
Enjoyed it.
that was awesome.
yeah. Okay. So everybody click the little red button that you got on your screen, wherever it is, and this thing will be over.
All right. Good night.
Good night. Good night. See y'all. Adios. Hi, Bill. Good night. Thanks, folks. We'll see y'all. All right, here we go.